Well, it's amazing to be able to hear this place right now.
It's
very exciting.
This whole system's one of the best investments I've ever made.
Oh, heck yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It sounds so good.
All right.
And even during the noisiest times yesterday, it still picked up. So I think we got some good ones.
I tested all the ones yesterday. Even when it was really loud, we could still hear voices super clear. So I'll engineer it and dampen down some of the noise, and we'll make
Props to you, man.
Welcome back to the Roadkill Drums podcast.
Are we having fun?
I'm gonna bang a drum. Oh shit, I died. Let me go.
But you're in perfect timing. We're gonna right here at the quiet time.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
That is awesome. I forgot, like at the top of the hour, they chill out, right?
We were just telling Landon and JC that's something that I think everybody here is really appreciating, just to give everybody a little break.
Oh yeah,
And
totally.
it's a wonderful thing. We're looking forward to next year when they have the two
I
sections.
know, that's gonna be so cool.
Isn't
You
that
guys
be
be able
awesome?
to
That
do
way
lots
we
of
have a
interviews.
quiet zone and a no quiet
I know.
zone.
It's like the wake zone or the no wake zone.
You look like a kid like morning of his birthday, and the birthday party is about to happen.
Yeah.
No quiet zone. Well, welcome back to the Roadkill podcast. My name is Laurel. We've got Mark Roadkill of Roadkill Custom Drums on the other end. Today we are joined by April Samuels. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, April
Perfect.
Samuels, you got it.
Breast cancer can stick it.
That's right, man. Yes.
So, right off the bat, I gotta ask. Like, this sounds like a personal journey.
Definitely, yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about
Yeah,
that?
so in 2010, I was diagnosed with a rare form of breast cancer called triple negative breast cancer. And it was weird, man. Like 2 days before I was diagnosed, I was just struck with this. I just heard it loud and clear. It was like, if you have breast cancer, you're going to be the biggest advocate in the fight against breast cancer that you can be.
Yeah.
And I was, of course, freaked out because I hadn't got the diagnosis yet. I was still waiting for the results. And when I got that diagnosis, I was just like, I got to do something. And so within about 3 weeks, I came up with the slogan, breast cancer can stick it. And then by 2.5 years later, we were 501c3. I wasn't even shooting for that. I was just trying to raise funds. I was like selling t-shirts with breast cancer can stick it and the drum logo and everything. And I had no intention of being a nonprofit. And my accountant was just like, she's like, April, you're raising so much in funds, it would just make more sense. And I was like, holy crap. So I like to say it was like giving birth because it took 9 months to get approved. I don't think that was by accident. I'm just saying. But yeah,
It's your baby. It's your baby.
I've been cancer free for 15 years now.
That
and
is
yeah,
very good.
but I mean,
Congratulations.
I went through all the things, and Mark here is showing me your noggin, and I'm like, my noggin looked just like his.
Yeah.
And in 2011, man, I had to lose all the hair. I had a double mastectomy, no reconstruction. I wear prosthetics, and I've been cancer free and just helping other people every chance I can.
We love to hear that. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What a
man. Thank
journey,
you.
too.
Thank
I
you.
can't imagine what that must have been like.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was stressful. There were hard times, but all in all, it wasn't as bad as you would think. And kind of what I got from it was more powerful than anything I've gone through. You know, it just gained so much perspective and gratitude.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like,
Well, and to be able to bring that into your love of drumming, which I would like to talk a little bit about as well, is such a cool connection to be able to make. And I love to be able to hear people connecting their lives to drumming in such big ways and their experiences to it. 'Cause we've been talking with everybody today about how drumming is an art, and art is about expression and about your own experience in life. And to hear you sharing that, especially on such a deep personal level, is really inspiring. And we thank you so much for sharing that
thanks,
story.
man. Thanks.
But let's shift a little bit. Let's talk about your drumming. Where did you get your start with drums?
So when I was really young, I was exposed to drums. My cousin, I was about 5 years old. My cousin had a drum set, and my best friend's brother had a drum set. And of course, it was, you can look at it, but you can't touch it, right? And that just made it worse. So I wanted it really bad. I was like, can I please play these drums? And so finally, when I was at a music store with my mom for my brother's guitar lesson, I was like, Mom, can you please give me some drumsticks?
Yeah.
She got me drumsticks, and I just hit everything in the house. And she was like, we're not going to buy you a drum set until, you kind of put in some time with this. So when I was 8 years old, they got me like a toy drum set, the
There you
paper
go.
ones that you're going to really destroy.
Yeah.
I remember,
in 3 seconds.
Yeah, the first song I learned on that was Heat of the Moment by Asia. If you remember that,
there you go.
right? Because that was these don't, and so I had enough drums to do at least that. But anyway, and then when I was 11, they finally bought me a real kit.
I can relate to this because my parents forced me to do piano for years, and I hated it. But then when I got older and I realized girls like music, I went, I want to get back into music, but I want to do the guitar. And my dad was the practical person. He was like, well, I'm not going to go spend hundreds of dollars on this really nice guitar until you prove that this is something you're going to stick with. So I got one of those, I think it's called First Act.
Yes.
They
make drums too.
Yeah, they make everything.
Yep.
In the Sears catalog or the JCPenney catalog.
And I make purses out of those drum kits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those little kids.
Yeah, so you get the yellow one over there.
Yeah. All the small
table.
toms.
That's up for a raffle today at 4.
I need a drum purse. What are you talking about? That's amazing.
That's up for a raffle today
Look at
at 4
that. Are you
o'clock.
serious?
Yeah,
okay,
check it out.
I gotta put into that. That's
for sure.
Yes.
All you got to do to
No
enter.
way! That's amazing, man. That is so cool.
Even better yet, it's clear so you can go into
you
concerts.
You can see all your goodies in there. Yep. And you can play drums. It's great at sporting events.
Just don't leave your phone in there when you start playing it.
Right. That'd be bad. That would be
Pulling
bad.
it out as pieces, turn that drum into a blender.
Though. So First Act. Woo!
Yeah, but that's where I got my start, and I destroyed that thing. And my dad was still like, well, I don't know, you're not really sticking with that much. So I saved up my own money.
Yeah.
And the very first guitar that I bought for myself was a BC Rich Warlock because I was into the heavy metal and stuff. And I was like, this is the most metal looking guitar.
Right, yes.
I remember this day, the shop that I bought it for, we were in Oklahoma, and the guy that I bought it from in the shop was like, I don't know, man, you're like 14 and this thing's heavy.
Yeah,
this is the
serious
heaviest
business, yeah.
This one's an X, like it's heavy. And I was like, I want to buy it. And over time I started learning, and I removed the pickups and I put in some Dunlops and upgraded it over the years. And it didn't survive all the teenage thrashings that I put it through, unfortunately. But
it's a great bass though, man. I remember one of my first bands, my bass player had that exact guitar. I was like, dang, dude.
It's
that's
a wicked
metal.
looking thing. It's very
awesome.
metal. But over the time now I've got a couple of Les Pauls and stuff back at the house, and I still play occasionally, but I found a love for being on this side of things and producing. Yeah. I got to work at a recording studio, and I fell in love with that side of it.
Yeah.
But I started on First Act just like you did.
So
That's
crazy,
so cool.
Man. Yeah.
The cheapy ones. It's fun to hear that.
Yeah.
But since then you've grown and you've been playing a lot, and people have been telling me stories about you. Like, you got to go see the lady with the pink hair.
Oh, thanks,
she does
man.
the breast cancer awareness, and she's got some really cool stories about playing with people on the road.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, man. Well, let's see. Gosh, I play in several bands. I'm in a band called Metal Shop, which is, if you're familiar with Steel Panther, they used to be Metal Shop. Yeah. So we play for the South region. So we're Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana. So I play mostly with that band. I'm also in a band that's a Pink tribute band called Just Like Pink. And
I think I've actually heard of that one.
Yeah, we're a Pink tribute band, and so we play all over the country. We just got back from Wisconsin. We're going to Mississippi next weekend.
Nice.
So we're all over the place. So much fun. I have a band called the Breast Cancer Can Stick It Band that plays all of our events, and one of the big events that we have is called Drumathon. It's going to be November 2nd this year, and it's where people can raise funds in advance. Yeah. And then the top 25 fundraisers get to play a drum solo at the event.
Nice.
And then we have 2 drum sets up there, and we have celebrities come in. They'll do a performance, and then attendees can donate to get up on stage and play alongside them for a minute.
Awesome.
And so it's just like a little jam and everything. It's super unique. I kind of got the idea from Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp,
Yeah.
That's like a chance to like jam with your idols and stuff. And so we've had Carmine Appice, Vinny Appice, Greg Bissonette, Rich Redmond, Ken Sletcher, Jake Summers. We've had everybody you could think of. Probably near 40, 45 different drummers over the years
That's
come out
awesome.
to that event. So Drumathon, it's drumathon.org. And
So do you have a little place where you got the artists, the big names, where somebody like me that's a novice can jump up and play
Yes,
with them?
exactly. Yeah,
Like
it doesn't
doing
matter.
the 2 drum.
Yeah, and it
drum
doesn't
off,
matter. Doesn't matter skill level at all. Like, you could be like a professional drummer. You could be, just starting out. You could have never played before.
Yeah.
Like, you could be just somebody who's like, I've always wanted to sit behind a drum set and just get up there and whack stuff alongside, any of your idols up there. Any of
We
the
just
idols
had
there.
Greg here, so I'd love to sit with him and
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
drum off and
No,
just
dude,
get
it's
slaughtered.
Yeah, see, that's what happened too. Is he was here? I think it was last year or the year before. He's come twice
he
now.
was last year.
Yeah, and he was just amazing. People, I mean, just loving to get up with him, and it's just a really cool and unique way to raise funds. It's our largest fundraiser. We raise over $50,000 each year at that one event. Yeah,
Awesome.
man, rock
That's-
and roll,
Rock and roll, baby.
We're about a $750,000 that we've raised over time, and we don't have any employees. So it's all volunteer thing. We have one contractor who can only work like 15 hours a week, and that's our volunteer coordinator because that's important.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
And so we're able to give the most amount back for mammograms, research and trials, and financial assistance for breast cancer treatment.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That is awesome.
So do you have any, you've already talked a little bit about some other upcoming projects. Is there anything that you got big coming down the pipe that you can tease us with that you're working on?
Man, yes, actually, I don't know if this leaked to you because you really set me up on that one.
This is a total shot in the dark.
I know, that's impressive, man. So, yeah, we're planning to do a drumathon in Nashville next year. Yeah, we actually announced that at the drum show last year. I was like, I'm going to give us 2 years to get it figured out. We've got a lot of friends here in Nashville. People are starting to join our drumathon committee calls to kind of get the idea of how it all works.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna put something together for next year. I talked to the folks with Chicago Drum Show. We're gonna have a booth out there for their show.
Yeah, we've seen them walking around too.
They're here too.
They donated a booth for us, man. And I'm like,
we
got the big pink bus. We'll be there. You know, that's all we need is a booth. We'll be there. We're gonna go up and do that. So our first market's gonna be Nashville, outside of Dallas, and then the year after that, hopefully we can get to Chicago.
Yeah.
And then, you know the chick, I think you pronounce her name, Linya? She was one of the clinicians.
Yeah, she's going to be here later.
Or Lena?
Yeah.
She said everybody says her name wrong, and so she doesn't ever correct them. So I won't feel bad about it.
I'm glad you've given me a heads up ahead of time because
yeah.
she's going to sit down with us later today, and I'm like, oh crap,
we can't get her wrong.
No, I did my best over here.
It's okay. I'm gonna try too. So.
Yeah, she was like, because there's not a lot of female drummers, right? And she's all rocked out female drummer chick, and she was like, yeah, man, you guys should come to Turkey. I'm like, okay, all right, we got to slow down. We got Nashville, Chicago, and then we're going to jump to Turkey. But you know what? I'm serious. I want to make it global. I just want to make a difference in every community we can get to.
It should be because breast cancer is global.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not just in the U.S.
That's right. That's right. It's true. It's true. So, we want to get
everywhere.
more female drummers involved. In fact, Lori Peters, she toured with Skillet for many years.
Yeah.
She's on our board of directors now, and she's a breast cancer survivor as well.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, bringing in the drummers, bringing in the breast cancer survivors, and just making a difference in the community,
Well,
man. That's what we're all about.
You tell Lori that she was one of my very first concerts growing up because I was in a church youth group band and we went to one of the Winter Jam tours and they were playing there and it was one of the first shows I saw when I was growing up.
She's here, man. Y'all have to come by and say hi over our booth. The breast cancer can stick a booth. Yeah, swing by and check it out.
Send her over. We'll have her on the show.
You got it, man. I totally do. She might have to talk about breast cancer can stick it too, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to feature you guys more because this is something that needs to be shared more. So we'd love to feature you all more.
It, man.
Which I want to shout out real quick too to the Culpeper Foundation.
Yeah. So
down in Florida, we have a friend kind of same story as you, but not cancer.
Yeah.
And it's about they provide defibrillators around all over the. It's a really great thing. It's kind of the same story. She was just engaged, getting ready to get married. Her soon-to-be husband passed away from a heart attack.
Suddenly,
And
Suddenly,
if they had a defibrillator around,
it could have made a big difference.
That was part of her experience.
And since then, it has made a big difference.
Well, I can tell you right now, it saved a friend of mine's life because he was playing a gig. He's in an AC/DC tribute band called Back in Black.
Okay.
And it's
I've heard of that.
Ken was the drummer. Ken, he calls himself like Deshumo something. I forget right now. He's gonna kick my butt. But anyway, he had a heart attack on stage during their gig. And it was at a venue in Arlington, Texas.
Okay.
And
That's where my son lives.
And there was some people there from Southwest Airlines that had been trained in that stuff, and they grabbed the defibrillator and went nuts.
Oh,
and,
man.
I mean, saved his life. So
Absolutely.
that kind of stuff is making a huge difference.
And I have this business because I had a bunch of heart attacks.
Oh wow!
And
stop doing that.
Was forced into retirement early, but that's it. It comes close to me because it could have been me.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, everybody just any kind of health stuff people need to really pay attention to, and don't put off any warning signs, man. If you feel a lump or something like that, get it checked out. Don't be afraid. It's more scary to not get it checked out.
And
man.
it's amazing just how music and specifically drumming can be therapeutic for all kinds of stuff like that. I mean, we were talking with Karen over here at Frame Drum Wisdom, and her whole thing is like the therapy of the resonance of drums and stuff like that. And it's true. Even Greg Bissonette was sitting right here talking about how the digital world is really connecting everybody, but you gotta go play a real drum. Like he's doing a clinic in Murfreesboro, and about where they're not doing the digital thing. and they're going to do, everybody's come in, put their hands on the drums and actually play them and experience the music. And I'm like, that's the whole point.
You have to. I mean, it like you said, it is totally therapeutic. Like as soon as I could start playing again after treatment, it was the greatest thing. And I mean, and it's also a really great workout. Like it's really good for your health to play drums and play hard, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
I mean, I can attest to that because it has.
Yeah.
You've shed like over 100 pounds since you started playing.
30.
30. Yeah, dude, I've
30's
seen
still
pictures.
a lot, man. That's
I've
amazing.
seen pictures.
I've
You
never
shed a
been
lot
that
more than
heavy.
that.
No, I've never been that heavy.
Okay, well, you look like you shed 100 pounds. We'll say that. How's that?
Well, I'm healthier.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
great.
a ton, and it is a workout.
It is. It
It's
totally
it's
is.
physical, but you don't feel it until you go to get up, and it's like,
Exercise that's fun ain't exercise.
Yeah, it is.
It's fun.
I like to describe drumming as like eating hot sauce. You're eating salsa or whatever, you're eating along, it's not really that hot. And as soon as you stop, you're like, my face is burning. Same thing with drumming. You're playing, you might have like busted your finger on the rim and blood's going everywhere, but you don't even notice it until you stop. And you're like, oh my God.
I had a friend playing guitar and he played so hard he sliced his finger open on the strings, dropped his pick, and kept playing, splattered blood all over the guitar. Didn't notice till afterwards.
Totally rock and roll.
It was the most metal thing I've ever seen.
I love that. That's amazing.
And it was an acoustic guitar too. I was like, that was badass.
That's very rock and roll, man. Oh my gosh.
Now for every live performance, I'm gonna put a little blood packet on my hand so I
Don't do
can
that.
trust it.
Oh God. Don't do that.
It's how Kiss got their start. Come on.
I know, right?
Thinking ahead. This is
There you
good.
go.
New trend.
There you go. It's like we're going to be the next Kiss over here.
Right.
Bloody drummer.
Right, totally, man. Totally.
Oh, well, April, listen, thank you so much for joining us
Yeah,
today.
thank you.
Is there anything that we can plug to help people find you
Yeah,
or find
man.
any of your acts or performers?
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, honestly, I would love to take the time to, plug my bands, but it's more important to me to plug Breast Cancer Can Stick It and to make a difference in the community. So breastcancercanstickit.org is where you can go to get all the information. Drumathon.org. You can go there to find out everything about our largest annual event. And it doesn't matter where you are on the planet, you can be a part of it. So you can go ahead and sign up, help fundraise. You can do fun things to fundraise. You can be like, hey, for every $20 donated, I'm going to play, some drums on a live or whatever.
Yeah.
And help raise funds for this cause. It's so important to me. So please do check out breastcancercanstick.org and drumathon.org.
You got it. Well, April, thank you so much for joining us
Yeah,
today.
thanks
We
for
look
having
forward to
me.
hanging out with you again soon.
Thanks so much, man. I appreciate
We'll look for that
you.
big bus. We'll come by here with a little later.
And thanks
Yeah,
for
please
everything
do.
you're doing because
Oh,
it
yeah.
is meaningful to the community and it does make a difference.
Well, thank you. Thank you
and
very
actually,
much, man.
to that note, is there anyone within the Breast Cancer Can Stick It organization or outside of it that you'd really like to get a shout out to that's maybe helped out or donated?
Yeah,
or
man.
Or in need of a
God,
shout
man.
out.
Yeah, no, there's so many. I mean, Roland has been such a huge supporter of us for many, many years. So a big shout out to Roland. They've been a supporting sponsor. That's one of our big sponsorships.
First drum kit I ever bought was a Roland kit.
Yeah. See? Yeah, I mean, I have a TD6 from like 2001. So yeah, totally. But yeah, Roland is awesome. And I mean, our whole board, our volunteers, all of our committees, I mean, we couldn't do any of this stuff without them. It's literally, it takes a village, man.
It does.
Really, it totally does. And we're just really grateful. I would never be able to list all the sponsors, but I love each and every one of them. And I'm so grateful for all of them. So thank you to all the sponsors for sure. And thank you to you guys, man.
Oh, you're
Thank you.
welcome
you guys
anytime. Thanks
getting
for
the
being
word out
on
about
here.
our organization is huge for us. So we
Yeah.
really appreciate
Well,
it.
I'd like
so
to
much.
think that
It's our
drummers
honor.
are a community that really like to stick together and
Yeah.
support each other.
That's right.
There's another joke there somewhere.
I know. I was
I know,
thinking about
but-
sticking it again. I don't know.
I'm
what's in
too
there.
tired this morning to catch some of them, so
I drive him crazy with all my bad dad jokes.
him and Greg just earlier just busted my
Really?
balls.
Oh, God.
I mean, big time. Just
I'm so
busted
sorry
them.
I missed that.
So like,
And
he's
I
actually
just
my
sat here going,
father-in-law. I'm married to his daughter. That's how I got
really?
involved in all
That's
this.
so cool, man. That's
So
amazing.
I like to just get it. It's just my
Yeah,
it's
that's your
cathartic.
jab.
Oh, he does
Yeah.
it all the time, and he says, "Oh, I'll cut that out."
no such chance.
I don't cut it out.
He never edits my stupid shit.
To be fair, the only thing I do edit is things that are like are controversial or could get us in trouble with the internet.
Yeah,
so
we
that's
don't
the
wanna
only
do
thing I
that.
cut out.
None of that, man.
I won't even
Everything.
edit my own stupid stuff.
Yep. Yep. Be cool, man. Be cool.
Exactly, be cool.
Which he could, because I'll never remember it if he didn't. So.
I'm the one who remembers it. Yeah. Well,
awesome,
April,
man.
thank you so much. Let's go out and have some
thanks
fun
again,
today.
man. I
all right?
appreciate it. Yeah,
Thank
we'll
you.
have a great time.
Awesome.
Thanks again.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it so much.
I'm gonna bang a drum.